Hey, what's up YouTubers? It's JR Hawkins here, and I'm coming to you with another toy review. Today, we are going to do the new Halo Infinite figures, the Warthog, and I got two other figures that came single packaged. And so, here's the box. And here's one of the stands that came with Master Chief. He comes with that. I use it for the Warthog here, so it doesn't like roll around and crap. So let's go ahead and check out the box. Alright, so pretty cool picture on the box. It has the white Spartan on there. I, however, did not pick that one up. See right here, sold separately. I'm actually kind of curious. I think, let's see who does this. It's not Jax Pacific that does this. I'm trying to figure out. Anyway, here's the image on the back. It's Master Chief running, obviously, and I gotta say, this is still 343 Industries making the video game, and it looks like they're really going and doing the Bungie style Halo, and I can't express to you how excited I am for that, because I was very disappointed with Halo 5. The gameplay was okay, multiplayer was pretty it was pretty bad, and it was nothing like the Halo 4 multiplayer. And because I could play that all day long and just not get bored of it. Halo 5, I played 3 games and I just had to stop. It wasn't good. I mean, the whole feel to it was different, and yeah, that's all I'm really going to say about Halo 5. But yep, this is the Warthog. I don't see him all the time. I see him maybe here and there. I've seen the Mongoose once, and I'm really kicking myself in the pants for not buying it. I did, however, get the Ghost, so I'll be reviewing that next. So let's go ahead and get into it here. So I got a Marine. I got him in the cockpit here. I had Master Chief in the cockpit, and I didn't leave him in there. I'm going to get to why I didn't leave him in there in a second. Turn it around here. The blue Spartan here. And I'm going to be reviewing all 3 of these figures along with the Warthog. And oh, the gas canister. Oh, that's another thing I'll be talking about, are the gas canisters. So here we go. So it does roll on itself. When I took it out of the box, it was very easy assembly. All you gotta do was snap the wheels in, and they're good. The wheels are a hard rubber. They're not a plastic to where, you know, it's just feels cheap, which I'm really happy they didn't do. I'll get it here closer. So the paint job is pretty decent. You got some wear here, like it's been ran into some stuff, which is cool. The UNSC. The windshield, you can kind of see through it, but it's they have a tint on there, which is okay, I guess. I mean, no harm, no foul there. The back, these canisters come off. So you gotta be, when you buy this thing, you gotta be like really careful, because I mean they snap on just slightly. As you can see, just a second ago, it came off with just the slightest touch. And honestly, I was gonna glue these in because I'd hate to lose them, and I hate losing pieces. but see, it just snaps on like that. So yep. Oh, there he goes. And I'll go ahead and take these out because I'm going to be reviewing them separately anyways. So it has a, in the front here, it has 2 hooks. As you can see, 2 hooks there. What I was hoping is, this is actually molded, and I was actually hoping this reel actually came out with a string, but they didn't do that this time around, which is okay because they kept it in the $25 range. I got this one from Meyer, and it was only $20 because they had that Black Friday sale going on, and that was the same time that they had the Mongoose, but I would have rather had this than the Mongoose, so I went with this. It has the footstep here, a little bit of wear on with the paint, a little bit of wear on here. The cockpit, it's definitely got some detail in there in the cockpit. I mean, not much. It's pretty it's a pretty simple design, but at the same time, they do got some detail in there. If you see in the light, there's 2 different chrome shades there. One blue, one looks a little like a bronze type of color there, which is pretty nice and detailed. It's very hidden, so when they do put the detail in, they kind of like hide the detail. Which is, I mean, you know, you have to have a really good eye to really see it. The turret, it doesn't move that much, and I'm gonna go ahead and take Master Chief off the back. Got him on there so good. There's Master Chief, and I'll be getting to him here in a few seconds. Go ahead and take the Marine out. JAZZWARES, sorry about that. JAZZWARES are the ones who are making these figures. So, yeah, JAZZWARES. It just came to me. For some reason, they decided not to put their logo on the box, so I had to take a few seconds and remember it. This came with the Marine. It looks like the DMR, but at the same time looks very different. The game was delayed, so I don't think me or anyone else has played it yet, except the developers. But it looks like a cross between the DMR and the R201 from Titanfall 2. Just like the way the mag is and everything. So the steering wheel doesn't move. It has the gear shifter here, and that's well detailed. And in the back, there is a foot peg here, so you know Master Chief definitely isn't going anywhere. This is about all the turret moves is right in here. I mean, that's it. It doesn't go sideways. This is a soft plastic, so you know you can bend it around a little bit. But that's all you're doing. Well, I stand corrected. It's really stiff. It moves just a little bit. Doesn't move as smooth as I feel like it should, but yeah. You really gotta put some pressure on that to get it to work. But it rolls pretty well. And that's your Warthog. For some reason, I feel that I remember them making a remote control Warthog. I can't remember who did it, but I feel like it was maybe a little bit bigger than this. And it came out few years ago. Don't have the specifics on that, but I think it would have been cool if JAZZWARES came out with a remote control version of this Warthog, because it's pretty good, but you have to manually, push it around, which is not horrible. The bottom, that's what the bottom looks like. I mean, I gotta say, this thing is pretty detailed. It's very hollow too, so I mean, it's really light, and it's just something you just snap together. It's not too complex. It's a simple design with just a little bit of detail on the paint, some scuffs, if we're going into battle. And the antenna comes off, you snap that on. But it's definitely worth the $20 to $25 that's going for. And if it's ever on like clearance or some type of percentage off, I'd even definitely recommend getting it. So that's that, which is, it's pretty awesome. I'm really happy I bought this one, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna review the Ghost that I got, and I got a couple more Covenant figures that I'm gonna review with the Ghost, and that'll be my next video. So stay tuned for that. But now I'm gonna go and I'm going to review the Marine. So the Marine did not come with this, Master Chief did, but I figured I wanted to get him because I like the way he looks. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like the face mask. I was never, I think it would just be a little boring for them to just put some weird face on there, generic face. But his head swivels all the way around. It has a ball joint in here. I don't know if you can see that, but yep, it's got a little ball joint in there. So it goes the whole way any way you want. That's as far as the shoulder will go because the shoulder armor is in the way. Same thing with this side. The arm goes about there, but it also does go back just a little bit. Looks painful if you were to do that. It doesn't, he does not have the ballerina thing going on. It's a little bit limited there, especially with his sidearm here on the, which is, the gun doesn't come out, it's molded, typical. But like I said, it's not a deal breaker by any means. The hands have a joint here, so you can go up and down with the gun, put them in, the military positions, which I love these wrist joints. They always come in handy when you want to do specific type of poses with the gun. Get them in that poster pose. And the legs are double jointed, so, and they're actually ratchety type of joints too. So yep, there we go, double jointed. You got the 2 pins here. The foot can go sideways. Doesn't go, it goes backwards a little bit here. And it goes up just that much. And it goes side to side. But not much on that. I mean, how far do you really need it to go? I guess is the question. And then same thing with this side. Doesn't go up that much. It goes down just a little bit. It goes side to side. But if I were to compare this to, let's say, the new retro GI Joes, the Walmart exclusive. Oh, excuse me. I gotta hand it to JAZZWARES. I mean, they knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. This is definitely more articulate than those new retro GI Joes, and I want to point out because the new retro Joes do not have the wrist joint to do that, and it's weird because when the 25th anniversary came out along with the 50th anniversary, they did have this joint, but for some reason these new ones they do not. And with Roadblock specifically in the new retro wave, his ankles do not move, they are molded, and I'm going to do a review on him here soon too, and I'm going to use the Marine to compare, so stay tuned for that one as well. So the Marine came with like I said, this DMR looking gun, and so the knife does not come out, it's molded, which sometimes I'm happy about that because it's so easy to lose these little knives. We've all done it. The back, the detail looks really good. The camo pants, I mean, it's down to the T. I like it. The visor has a bit of a little chrome paint to it, which is nice. A little bit, not too much of a gloss. So I'd say this is definitely a good figure. They're $9.99 at Walmart or Target. Definitely a good one. Another cool thing is the guns can snap onto the back here, and that's cool. I'm really happy about that. But yep, the Marine, definitely a must. If you are going to start collecting these Halo Infinite figures, I would definitely go with this Marine. Next, I'm going to do this blue Spartan. To be honest, I forgot what this Spartan's name was. You can go ahead and tell me down in the comments. I opened the package so quick, I was like, wow, a blue Spartan, let's get it, and then I just didn't even look at the name, so I don't know if he even gave one. I'm in such a hurry to open these darn things, I just don't even give myself time to breathe. But oh, there goes the. So here, I'm not sure if this is a female or a male. It looks like it's a guy. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the chest plates there, but they usually always stand out. I know sometimes the female, they have more of that angled, which they should have, but there was a 7-inch line that has Cat, which is the other blue one. Blue Spartan, she comes with a robotic arm, and she doesn't have much of a chest, so sometimes it's kind of hard to tell without that interchangeable head. And the hips on this are a lot wider, if you can tell. Definitely a lot wider. There's a lot more space going on here, and that's about as far as this figure can go without, popping the joints out. So it has double joints on the knees as well. There's that whole thing there. The ankles, the up and down, and the back is really good. A lot better. Definitely a lot better. Side to side swivel is great. Better than the Marine. Same thing on this side. Good stuff, good stuff. The joint on the wrist here, of course. Not double jointed on the elbow, but still it bends enough to what you want to get it to do. The head, same thing. It has an even bigger ball joint than the Marine. Obviously, you know, the Spartans are like over 7 foot tall, probably almost 8 compared to the regular human size. The detail is really good. The visor has a slight chrome paint to it. Nothing super crazy like the 7-inch line. The gauntlets are pretty detailed. The shoulder goes up, and it's like it has a, if you heard that, it has a ratchet, like kind of like, yeah, like a ratchet joint in there, which is cool. You can, that's pretty nice. So it goes all the way around here. The torso goes all the way around. This goes down, and these figures are really nice and stiff. These Spartans are. I haven't gotten to the other ones yet, but we will here very soon. So that's that figure. And don't worry, I'm going to go up and look up what this one's name is, because I just don't give myself the time to really like look at the box. I'm just like, oh crap, there's the blue one, there's the red one, there's the white one. Which one do I want? I pick it up, open it up, it's out, and I throw the box away. Then that's that. I don't do this with all of my figures. Just certain ones, I just want to hurry up and get out and start playing with it. So that is the Blue Spartan. That's what I'm calling him, Blue Spartan for now. And to match up with the Marine, that's how big they are, which is very accurate. So this is your regular human size, and then you got your bigger Spartan size. So that's accurate, and that's awesome. And I totally dropped that weapon. I don't even know what that weapon was. I've never seen that before. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Master Chief now. There's his assault rifle. Obviously, it's a little bit different. It's got some black in here, which is different from the other games. It's very detailed, very good work. Has the pegs so you can snap onto the back. So there's that. Here is Master Chief. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm seeing more of these Master Chiefs than anything. I was hoping he wasn't going to be like 1,000 chiefs, because it kind of takes the specialty away from him. But he's got the same articulation as the Blue Spartan. Big ball joint here. Put his head all the way around. Side side. Up there. Down there. Good stuff. His shoulders go a little bit higher than the Marine. About the same as the Blue Spartan. Torso, of course, is a little bit, well, I was going to say it's a little bit stiffer, but the good thing about these is they snap right back on. So he is actually very restricted. I did not notice this before, but on Chief, yeah, his torso is very restricted. That's about as far as you're going until you're snapping the torso off, which I just did. Okay, so yeah, there's that. He, however, does do the ballerina, which is actually very surprising considering the other two didn't do it very well. So as you can see, they're just put together just slightly different. So double joints on the knees, on both sides, of course. The feet goes side to side. Foot goes up, ratchet down. Same on this side. And he's still fairly new, so I'm not gonna put it past him. He's still pretty stiff. The paint detail is awesome. He's got a burnt mark here where he got plasmid, probably from the plasma rifle or something. You know, something halo-y. I do wish they kind of would have put a little bit more paint on the armor here. You know, maybe a little bit of dark, just a little bit of definition, but still, yeah, keep it at that price point, I suppose. Sometimes I am convinced that they just like to get more for the dollar and just give us as less as possible. But I'm not making these toys, so I don't know 100%. And so the visor has a better chrome paint than the other Spartan here. I mean, there's definitely more chrome to John's visor than the blue Spartan. On the hands, he does have the joint that goes up and down like that on the wrists, which is amazing. 100% swivel there, 100 there, and I'd say the only thing that's wrong really with this figure in particular is the torso swivel. I mean, that's pretty restricted. I mean, if I do it any harder, it's gonna pop off like it did. So I'm really glad I did this review, because I didn't even notice that until now. So, and now you guys know. And he stands really well. And I'm gonna go ahead and stand him up here as tall as possible, and we're going to do the size comparison. If I can just get him. There we go. You had to snap those ankles down. Here is the blue Spartan. Go here. I'll just put him here. Him, her, probably him. I'm not sure. But you can, I mean, you can see that the pelvis was definitely put together differently than the Master Chief. And looking here, Master Chief is just a centimeter taller than, say about a centimeter taller than the blue Spartan here. And comparing that to the Marine, it's a big difference. So Master Chief is definitely the tallest, then the Marine. So that's what we're looking at. But and that's it, guys. I would definitely highly suggest picking up these Jazzware Halo Infinite figures at the stores when you can find them. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And leave a like or comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell, so if you want to see more videos. So thank you and for all your support, and have a good night.